Welcome everyone to Samui's Young Aspirants Gavel Club meeting number 23. Today is a very special meeting for all of us because Samui's Young Aspirants Gavel Club has evolved so much and invited our first chief guest speaker, DrTPS, to our meeting. He has been invited by our very well-known Gavelier, Kanishk. DrTPS, Namaste. Welcome to our meeting. We are so happy that you could join us for this meeting in such short notice, and thank you, Kanishk, for inviting him. Before I hand over to Kanishk, I would like to introduce you to my club and my family. Unfortunately, some members could not join yet, but I would like to introduce you to Kanishk. Kanishk is our Vice President of Education for this club, and this is Eric. Eric is the Vice President of Membership, and I am the President and founder of this organization. Mr. Tanu, Toastmaster Tanu, Distinguished Toastmaster Tanu, is our counselor for our club, and this is Distinguished Toastmaster Margaret, who is supporting our club since the first meeting, and she's always been there for us. We have a few other members as well, but unfortunately, some of them aren't here yet, and some of them did not come to the meeting since they have other plans. But hopefully, if you can join us a few more times, I'm sure I'll introduce all of them to you. So, without further ado, I would like to hand over to Kanishk, who would like to say a few words.
Right, thank you, Sameera. Let me just introduce you all to Dr. TPS. Dr. T.P. Sashkumar worked as a scientist at Space Department of India for 2 decades. He was director at Academic Staff College under University Grants Commission at University of Calicut and was deputy director at Directorate General of Security, Cabinet Secretariat, New Delhi, before taking a voluntary retirement in 2009. He opted to be in academics and mentoring youth to create dreams in them and enrich their skills towards the nation. Dr. TPS reached over 600,000 teachers and 1 million students through lectures in professional colleges, in schools across the country and the world, redefining learning and teaching towards adaptive edutainment with activity field classrooms clearly defining goal, role, and value, what makes his classes memorable. He is always available for all students from any part of the globe for doubts regarding any subject, life, career, etc. through personal meetings, phone, email, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and through his website. He writes many informative blogs, numbering over 60, for the benefit of those who want to learn, acquire knowledge. His passion for life, LIFE, learning is an investment for future earning. Live or learn in full enjoyment has made him to author books like Life Made Simple, Life of Love, Rhythm of Life is to Live, Life Reflections, etc. His books are so close to heart that those who read them will find solutions for all problems, highly motivational, and grievance addressing tips. Thank you. I hand over the mic to Sameera.
Thank you, Kanishk, for that introduction of Dr. TPS. Dr. TPS, would you like to add anything to what he said? I feel like he said so much already about you.
That is more than enough, probably. What Kanishk knows, or probably what he collected from internet. So anybody can collect as much as you want. Type in Dr. TPS. Every day I post my lectures. Today I must have posted 2 videos. For last maybe from COVID onwards until day, there is no day where I have not uploaded a video of mine. Average 2 hours. And there are other agencies who interview me and post many more, which Kanishk also would not have seen probably. Right? So you can type Dr. TPS, that's my name. You can type my number. Look at what I'm doing. You have my website. Most of my books, what he mentioned, all are 20 seconds away from me. and you could also download it and use it from internet. It's all freely available. Life Made Simple. And this is another book. This is another book. This is all what Kanishka knows, because after that it is not written on the internet. This is my book on education, 4 volumes, A to Z of early childhood education. This is on care on pregnancy. This is on SDG. This is on the world of 321 in the new life. This is on adaptive learning. This is teachers' role after COVID. This is mental health care. This is what Sri Lanka can do in education. This is what how it has to be an element of education. This is what I wrote with somebody in Azerbaijan, and there are many more. There are many more. Maybe 30, 40 books. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Me and Kanishk stay very close by, but I don't think I have met him personally. Met once? Okay, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe some program he would have met me, but not. Yeah, no, you are Kanishk is muted anyway. Yeah, you came
We
once.
had met
It just came
in
in.
Once. Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
That's amazing that you wrote 40 books. It's really amazing. Thank you so much for coming to this meeting and trying to guide us through this meeting. We try to read as many books as we can from yours as well. Okay, without further ado, now I will hand over to Dr. TPS to give us a speech.
Namaste, namaste from Hyderabad, India. Um, Having read my details and brief, probably you should ask me some questions so that I can answer. That will be much better than giving a speech.
Well, I have heard from Kanishk last night when he told me that you were coming that you have experience with Toastmasters and you have been to American Toastmasters as well, which I felt was very inspiring. Maybe you can tell us about your journey in Toastmasters and maybe in life too, how you got where you are.
No, I have Toastmaster is something not which I had during my growth path or transformation age or something. I have been visiting Toastmaster for giving lectures probably in 2000, 24 years back in Muscat. 24 years back. And then very recent one was a competition which I was a judge for the all the Gulf country and America together. There was a youth parliament sort of a thing which students are participating, and I was a judge for that. So it's almost a 24 years long journey. Yeah.
Hmm. How about your story? What is your story?
Um, I'm basically from a small village, probably um, in this 21st century, third decade. I don't call it as 21st century. Generally, people talk about centuries. Century is 100 years. So, you know what happened in last 5 years. There is a dramatic change in the world. So, when people talk about centuries, I make fun of them, right? You should not use the word century. It should be maybe at least a decade of a century. So we are in the half part crossed in the third decade of 21st century. That's why I name my books called with a word called the 321 world. You can see I write it as 321 world. This is coined by me. So 321 world is where we are. So I'm sure when we talk about a third decade of 21st century, what is the world today? But understand there are many parts of the world where nothing changed for last 100 years also. Though we call development, it has happened only very small portion of the whole world. There are plenty of places in Africa, remote villages in India where nothing happened, no change happened. Don't even get internet sometime. There are places where no electricity. I lived in the probably the most advanced places where people talk about augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and I worked with the government of India in the highest office where we use a lot of technologies. ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. We are the people responsible for sending satellites. Now you use Google Map. I made Google Map equivalent maps 30 years back, right? So I worked with a lot of developed programs in the world. I also work with the people who are on the extreme end where no facilities are available. I left my job for total social service for 15 years now. Every day I'm traveling. Yesterday night only I reached back. I stay in the center of India. My house is in the southwest of India. And last few days I was there in the northeast of India. It's approximately 2,500 kilometers away. Right. So I keep traveling every day, seeing what's around different places. Try to do some osmosis. How do you translate, tell them what is life? How do you bring them up a little bit for transformations? It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Right. So this is what I'm doing. So I know life around the world. That's why most of my books are also LIFE, life. Learn in full enjoyment. Right. You should learn with full enjoyment. That's what the passion. I wish all of you, I don't know how many of you have seen the website called wordhippo.com. No? Yeah, I wish all of you go to Google, find out wordhippo.com. That is the best place where you can get the definition of the words, know the meaning carefully, the usage of it, synonyms, antonyms, everything can be learned. It's huge. You don't have to see physical dictionary today. You can go to digital dictionary, right? That's what is to be done. So now Kanishk is telling that he's a good speaker, but I don't know, at his age, I never had an opportunity to speak one sentence in English. I am from a local village school where, being the worst student, I was thrown out of the school and then called back same school to give awards to the best students. Okay. So that's a transformation which I had in my life. And it's not that 6,000, 6 million. I have more than millions of children, uncountable. Millions of students, millions of parents, millions of teachers. You can see my name, Dr. TPS. So I keep saying I am teachers, parents, students. TPS. Okay. Yeah, that's what I know.
Very good. That's very inspiring. You must be having a lot of fun traveling around the country.
And where places I cannot travel, people talk to me. You can see Pakistan, Dr. TPS.
Oh,
You will see lot of students, young students interview people. I prefer that could be one of the best method to improve your knowledge, improve your communication. The world is for communication, contact, networking. So you can look at Dr. TPS Pakistan. You will see every day I get some lot of requests, but few of them I select and then allow them to interview me. And the funniest part is when a seventh grade, maybe 12-year-old boy, who interviews me, after a week his mother comes back and says, I want to interview you. Understood? So that means there is a communication happening in the house. The parent is also interested to interview me, but they may not be good in speaking English. So they will ask whether they can use Urdu, that's a language spoken there, or very close to Indian language is Hindi. Then I say Hindi is okay for me, but I want you to learn English and then come back to me, ask questions in English, I will answer in Hindi. And you understand, a mother who is not educated enough to speak English will learn English, translate, know how to know read, probably may not be by hearting, must be reading that question and then ask me questions. So I make the parents also to learn. That's what I do.
That's amazing. Actually, very inspiring as well. Do you have a message for us?
You tell me what is that you want. I believe we have a great saying in India: Nimisham Jolitam Sreyam Nadu Dhumayitum Chiram. It's a Sanskrit quote which says, every moment you be like a fire, don't be like a smoke. There is a lot of energy in you. The smoke is a covered fire which gives only smoke, but there is fire inside. You have a desire inside, you have a passion inside, you want to make some differences, but you are not able to push it across. So, what is to be done? You need somebody to just clean up the area so that the fire will come. The smoke is because something covered. The fire is covered by something, the smoke comes out. So, what is to be done? Remove the cover. Removing cover is called a discover. So, you need to do a self discovery. There is a lot of potential in each one of us. You need to discover that potential and take it out. I'm sure the success is yours. Most important is networking. During COVID, everybody was closed. But what I did was I connected my students with Korea. I connected different part of the world. They were talking to them. There was interaction. So always you can have. You need to have a lot of networking, communication, and nothing happens without creativity. So you have to be creative. That creativity makes you good. See, you may write a poem, Rhythm of Life, but you have to present it well, creatively present it. Right? You must make the graphics for that, make it attractive, look good. I do the designing part, I do the activities where you want to adapt your knowledge to the situations. That's a fire you should have. I can go on and on, but I think it's not nice to speak more. So you type design thinking, creativity, each word what I speak, you type it and then search on YouTube, you will see at least a few lectures.
We will watch that. This is very inspiring. I recommend all the club members to go have a look at those videos. You might learn something from it. Does anyone else have any questions for Dr. TPS? You guys are very welcome to talk. Mr. Thanu.
Yes. I just Googled Dr. TPS
Yeah.
and I found one topic
Yeah.
that I am very interested in. It's about emotional intelligence.
Yeah, I have a book on emotional intelligence.
Yes. And I heard you talk about you were not a good student
I was
when
not.
you were young. That is very, very important because you become even more successful than the, the good student, I believe. How you transform your life and then you can share with the students here. Please, thank you.
See, what I do is I don't skip any opportunity which comes to me. Today is my third webinar, right? And when Kanishk asked, I did not even ask what is the topic, how long is the program. I said yes. 4:30, yes. Because 6:30 I have another one, 9:30 I have another one. So today I will have five programs. So what do? I keep myself fully engaged, busy. Don't say that I am 100% busy and be lazy. Make yourself fully in demand. And how do you make you that? Only when you jump into action. Don't keep thinking. You don't have to think. You just jump into action. May make mistakes, doesn't matter. That's a courage you should have. This is where I said emotional intelligence, practical emotional intelligence I'm explaining. So I'm answering both questions using the same example. What I had was not great knowledge, but what I had was great courage. So what is my courage? If I keep making some mistakes, I don't care. Somebody may make fun of me. Let them. How does it matter? Correct? I remember I had a professor who was teaching mathematics, and then he says, "You don't know music, you want to learn music, speak to somebody about the music. You don't know music, but you are speaking somebody about the music. Then the person who is hearing knows little bit of music will tell, no, this is not correct. Then ask him, what is the correct version? Keep doing to 10 people, you will learn at least a little bit. So if you don't speak out, people don't tell you. Right? So that's what I did. I had great courage. I used to go to different classes in the colleges, speak to them about different topics. So what is that a public speaker require? Public speaker require creativity, communication, language. All that is fine, but that doesn't make them to perform. You need an attitude. So I have a formula which says performance P is equal to, I'm a mathematician. Basically, my doctorate is in mathematics. So I keep saying performance P is equal to attitude A plus opportunity O plus skill S. So I had an opportunity now, or I got an opportunity now. People don't accept it as easily. Why? Because attitude is not there. Suppose you have attitude and you have opportunity, skill is not there, you can improve skill. Right? But if you miss opportunities, it will never come back to you. So use opportunities, make you 200% busy. There has to be a lot of job. But 200% busy means send me a message before I sleep, you will get an answer. I will not keep one email, one message unanswered for the day because I expect more busy tomorrow, more busy tomorrow. How do I keep pending, thinking that tomorrow I'll be more free, right? No, I don't expect to be more free tomorrow. I expect to be more busy tomorrow. Therefore, I finish my job today. So if you're punctual, you will become successful. These are all different methods. I'm a meditation master from Himalayan tradition. So we believe in making discipline in life. Most important, discipline. That's called Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. It's called yoga. Listen to yoga, Dr. TPS. I explain all these 8 steps in yoga. You should have non-violence, discipline, Yama, Niyama, Asana. You should have your physical fitness, breathing fitness, and then you must know how to control your sense organs. Don't get concentrated, diverted, focused. So once you have focus, you can invest your time very carefully and more productively. Skill development will happen. Your indriyas are open, always ready to do service. Your opportunity will never be missed. So most important is attitude. Emotional intelligence is setting your attitude where you have to focus. Sometimes your brain will say do this, sometimes your feelings will say don't do this. Sometimes your feeling will say do this, brain will say don't do this. You know how to balance it. That is emotional intelligence. Emotion and intelligence. It comes from the feelings, comes from the buddhi. Balancing is what is required. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's very Knowledgeable. I don't even know the perfect word for it. There is so much of things that is going into my brain when you're talking. So much of knowledge. It's very good to have you here, sir. Anyone else would like to ask anything else? I see very excited faces with so many questions. You can talk. Anyone else? I feel like Abhinav, you want to say something? You don't want to say anything? Okay. Niklesh or Kanishk? Kanishk is very excited. He wants to ask you everything today.
Kanishk learned a lot of mathematics, physics, and all
Then,
a few years back from me. He used to ask maths, physics, subject questions, and I used to explain to him.
amazing. It's very insightful as well.
So I remember that we had one session with the students in South Korea.
South Korea, yeah.
That was my first insight into the international community.
Yeah.
That actually inspired me to actually join these Toastmasters. When Sameera told me that she was starting an international Toastmasters Gavel club, the first thing that came into my mind was that webinar. Sir. Thank you for the webinar, sir.
That was in 2011, almost the same time, November.
Not 2011, sir. It was
2021. 2021, November.
You remember things perfectly as well.
Yeah, I remember because it's the we have different states in India. That was the state creation day, November 1st. And that was next year to the COVID. So I remember. My history memory is good. I remember dates.
It's amazing. I'm good with names, not with dates.
Now I'll remember this because this is 24, 11, 10. That's how I number it. 24 is YY, MM, 11 is the date for month, and 10 is the date. If you put like that, it is easy for you to sort it in your computer. 24, 11, 10. That's a date. So if you look at 24, 11, 10, Dr. TPS, you will see this on YouTube. That's what I do. I record it now.
Wow. That's great. I think our video might be in Google. We'll find it somehow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, sir, for sharing with us. Then can I go to the next speech, Niklesh? Can I please have your speech title?
Before we go to the next speech, please join me in giving a thunderous round of applause to our guest speaker. Yes. We learn a lot. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Dr. TPS, would you like to say something?
See, it's nice to say that I like this color and then see off. But there are a lot of emotional connection with the colors which somebody likes. Each color has got an emotional component. White is always peace. Pink is a collection of two different emotions, the peace and danger together. So that becomes kindness sometime, fragility, affection. Red is love, orange is energy, yellow is happiness, green is the nature and the peaceful. That is why the whole world is greenish. Your eye has got a vibgyor, different colors. Each wavelength has got a different meaning. And blue is something like stability. Purple is royal color. So it all depends on with whom you are mixing, what is your community, what aspirations you have. The gray close to black is almost like emotion, but dull emotions. The tranquility, different things have got different colors. What I suggest, okay, I stopped by that. But Samira, I have got some probably some suggestions. uh, Best thing is you should always have, after this session you must have gained probably great knowledge. So it is fun but fun should get added with some extra knowledge, comments, why so. Now you were talking about your dreams. Okay, you have this dream. So immediately you should be able to connect to somebody and ask, how do I make this happen? What are the steps to be taken? See, for example, I was telling Pakistan students interview people, right? So it has not got registered in Sameera. I'm sure if it is registered, you must be thinking about, yeah, that's one method to get connected to the world. Networking is what is important, communication is important, so that I can gain more knowledge. So, so your color combination will think about, yes, I'm a person who plans things, happens this. I'm a person who is lazy, dull. I'm a person who loves peace but not vibrant. We divide people based on the action plan which we take, whether this person takes action plan and all that. This is called the color therapy is there. The color therapy is one of the therapy in which we can change people accordingly, make them active, inactive person, a peaceful person, stressful person can be put into peace, a peaceful person can be made into activities. There are different methods to do this. Nice. Nice topic anyway.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for that knowledge. And we will keep that in mind when I'm doing next meetings. I will try doing.
Get into connection, that's why I give my number there, you see. The
Yes,
idea
I
is
will.
people have to get connected, talk to, understand what can be done, what is future, because you're active and you have taken a path. I think it should go limitless, boundaryless.
Yes. Toastmaster Margaret, would you like to answer the question? What color do you envision when you see your future?
Oh, I like the color that Dr. TPS has at the back of his chair, and the pink color. That's my favorite color, and I've been looking at it since the beginning of the meeting. It has attracted my attention more than anything else. So I give credit to Dr. TPS for putting that pink it behind him. It's normally for the women, it's not for men, but he has got it right there to show me that he also, I'm sure he loves pink too. Anyway, I am so happy to be sitting beside and listening to everything, though my ears are not too good and my listening is not very good. Everything is becoming like a child. I mean, I'm younger than you guys. You all of you are growing up, but I'm going downwards. I mean, I'm really feeling I'm 80 years old already because I cannot remember what you just said like a minute ago, and it frightens me. And I cannot tell you what I'm going through, but I'm still fighting it. I'm still willing to keep on sharpening my brain to not quit, to not let go, and to keep on working on myself because I have done Toastmasters for 40 years. I don't want it to go waste. 40 years has been my university for me. Dr. TPS must have gone to a regular very famous university for schooling, but I have not been to any university. Toastmaster has been my platform for learning. And I can only tell you, for people who are unfortunate not to have that opportunity of education in a university, I think Toastmaster is the best because it does give you quite a lot of knowledge and confidence to be able to speak in people like Dr. TPS. How can I have the opportunity to meet him if I didn't come to the meeting today? Is that right? Yes.
Right.
I would. I am
Otherwise,
so.
I will not hear a Thai lady loving pink.
Yes.
There is a beautiful movie
Yeah.
in India in Hindi language. The
Yeah.
movie name is called Pink.
Oh my! I must find it.
Yeah, the reason is it's about ladies, three girls.
Yeah.
Pink is a mix of both red and white.
Wow.
So pink shows two characters. One is dangerous, another one is peaceful. So
Oh my God.
Margaret is dangerous sometime, and
Yes, I am.
sometime you
Yes,
are peaceful. That is why your color of choice is pink.
yes,
I do a color analysis.
yes. See, imagine how much I can learn every time I join a Toastmaster meeting.
And
I don't know.
what
Yeah,
Margaret says, Thai people don't have good English, but you go to when I go to America, the best food what I like is Thai biryani, and they make the pineapple, cut the
yes.
pineapple, fill it, and give. You look at Thai DrTPS, you can see me enjoying Thai food in America.
Wow.
THAI space DrTPS. You will see me having Thai in the traditional pineapple filled in with rice.
Wow. Sumira, I will forget it very quickly. Please put it down in the chat for me.
And
What
then
he said.
you will see maximum number of nurses in Gulf countries from Thai. You are good in
Okay.
serving people, working home, all that is done. All great people, Thai people. If I have one Sameera like Sameera in India, I will make her very good.
Thank you. Samira, please write it down before I forget.
Yes, it's called, if I heard it right, it's Thai Dr. TPS. When you type it in YouTube or Google, you should get it.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm not afraid of. Even if I forget, I have your connection with you. You can let it remind me.
You have my number, you can take it.
Yeah,
I'll put
yeah.
my website also on the chat.
I have taken the number on
Yeah,
already
send a
because
message.
I am fired up and I am ready to go to school again, to go back to the university to learn.
Where do you you tell me your location, I can reach Thailand. You tell me a date, I'll be there.
He wants to come to Thailand if you want to have him in Thailand.
Yes, yes, definitely. Now that I know how to get in touch with you, and it's such a beautiful. Which city are you in India?
I'm in Hyderabad, the center of Hyderabad.
Oh, Hyderabad. Okay,
I had a Thai massage when I came to Thailand last time.
okay, okay.
You do
Yes,
beautiful massage, right?
yes, yes. You're most welcome.
Right, so can Dr. TPS tell us what's the meaning of blacks? Like you told the meaning for white, pink, and all.
Yeah,
Can you please tell
what
me?
he said is correct. It's like a closed mind. You decide what you want and you don't distract. It's like opaque. It absorbs all the colors. That's why it looks black. So he absorbs things and then decides what he wants. That's what it is. White is more reflective. You get adapted to anything which you want. You're open minded. It just reverse of that.
How about yellow? When I close my eyes, I always see yellow everywhere.
Yellow is like love. Uh, it's like a mix of both. It's two color mixed, right? The green and the red. RGB is the basic colors. You go to a computer, draw one rectangle, press there, go to color palette, then adjust the color. You will see 0 to 255 numbers where you can adjust all those numbers. You get as much color as you want, right? So if you give 255 to red and the other one 120, you get pink, because it's not white. Red is more, the other color is half mix. So I'm a color master, so I'm an image processing man. My job is images, work with image, work with video, work with colors. All that is what I do. So you can experiment your color and then see how do you make yellow. Yellow is RGB mixed in red and green. You mix something, you will get blue and green, you get something else. So MY, see, when a printer is printed, you are printing not on black, you are printing on white page. So Y, yellow, magenta, these are all the colors printed. So it becomes the reverse of RGB. So you don't have a white ink to print, you have only a black ink. So because you print on white, YMCK, that's what it's so generally said. Your printer, what is the color you use in printer?
YMCK.
Yeah, yellow, magenta, cyan, and black. Black is used K because B is already used for blue. So the code word for black is K, not the starting letter B, because already blue used B. So primary colors RGB, reverse is cyan, magenta, and yellow. And black is the reverse color of white. So you type YMCK and read. That's the best method to learn. You can see all the kids colors are black, white, RGB, and yellow. Because cyan magenta is confusing. People don't understand. All playing items. You look at the international kids playing ball, sponge ball. You will see yellow in color. The signals on the street always RGB yellow. You are using the typesetter yellow, green, red. Always these are the primary colors. Okay.
Yes, I should. I never thought of it that way.
So we are so fortunate to have Dr. TPS giving us all this knowledge.
Yes. It is changing the way I'm looking at things.
Yes. And that's what you have to share with everybody you know. Ask them to come and take a look at what we are learning. You cannot get this from anywhere else. So we are very blessed and fortunate to be getting from somebody that we cannot normally find out where he is or how.
But Margaret, I will not come for this meeting next time because there are only 4 people, 5 people listening to me.
Yes.
Because I am investing 1 hour, I expect that to go to more number. Similarly, when somebody comes and joins here, you see for 1 hour they are not gaining anything, just for some fun, listening some casual things. They will not join next time. So the quality of the program depends on the number of people which join, the quality of the inputs which people get. Right.
Yes. That's why I was a little bit disappointed that I got notice only just yesterday that you are coming to join us. And I said, I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to invite people because I have many contacts. And out of 1,000 contacts, I should be able to at least get 20 people. See, it's a numbers game. You cannot expect 2 people if you invite 2.
And secondly, the first thing what I asked Kanishk is, tell me where the previous program is available on internet, so that I can evaluate. Nothing is there.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work. Now at least from today you can tell, last program you can see Dr. TPS, Kanishk, Sameera, Margaret, put some few names. You will see that on internet, right?
Wonderful.
So this date you put 24, 11, 10. You will see this. You will put Gravel Club, Toastmaster, Dr. TPS. You will see. And Toastmaster is a beautiful club because that's the one which paid me in Dubai equivalent to 3 lakhs for a half an hour lecture.
Wow. That's an eye opener. Doesn't your eye open up?
it went beyond the time.
Yes.
The timekeeper said stop, but public said no, and the collection was in a box. It went around 3-4 times. People started putting more money, and it was like collecting. As I speak more and more, people started putting more and more money.
Wow.
I stopped it because I have to travel for another program in some other place. It was scheduled up to 6 to 7 was the program. It went up to 9 o'clock. After driving, I reached the second program at 12 o'clock, and my program was midnight to early morning. So I've got a lot of memories on Toastmaster. That happened not in Dubai. It happened in Muscat. Happened in
Yes.
Muscat.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I'd like to apologize for the last minute things. I just found out last night that Dr. DPS is coming, or else I would have planned something on a great scale and invited more members to our club. And
Now for
people
me,
make
now for me, it makes no difference because what I do is, when some subject comes, I speak about it, I think about it, sharing. Even one person to one person, I like more than probably 100 people. But I'm saying others will get benefited. See, when
yes,
the Pakistan students come and interview me, it's only one to one. The one to one interview is telecasted on Facebook. Many people will go listen to that. They come back to me, and I make sure they don't ask same question again because already they would have listened to all my lectures and then come back. So
right.
every time you get new questions, new ideas. For me, whether one person is listening, 100 people are listening, it makes no difference for me. But to the listeners, it makes some difference sometimes. Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you so much, anyway, for saying these words. Very kind. And well, with that, this meeting has come to an end.
I would like our guests to give a general evaluation. Dr. TPS, can you please generalized evaluate our club meeting?
No, I don't want to evaluate. I am just enjoying. Yeah, I'm not a master to evaluate and give corrections. Yeah. It's good, nice to have different topics, different discussions.
Yes.
I think you should improve not in the content wise, probably the subjects who listen to this have to become more. That's the only thing I
Right.
think it matters more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
much for
Yeah.
everything that you have done for us today. And we hope to see you again in our club meeting sometime. And with that note, I'm going to stop recording and recording stopped. Thank you so much, everyone, for
Thank
coming to
you.
this
Bye
club
bye.
meeting, and
Bye.
it has been successful. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
I will see you all next week.